Square 135, light traffic at this time. It's one of those RTs, it's going to be blacked out the number 3 lane. It looks like it's going to be taking the Cantrell exit. Cantrell exit. Stand by. He's going to be turning. We're westbound on Highway 10. Westbound on Highway 10. He's still blocked out. Speeds are 99, 100 miles an hour. He's still blacked out. If you would notify the county of Little Rock, just run a red light. He's still westbound, passing South Ridge.
Passing South Ridge.
10-4, we're still westbound, he's in the curve. Still blacked out. We're passing D1 at this time. Subject still blacked out. Speeds are over 100. We're passing the Pinnacle Valley, passing Pinnacle Valley. We're going to be southbound on Taylor Loop. Southbound on Taylor Loop.
Southbound on Taylor Loop.
15. 1022. It's going to be too fast for these cars.
Similar copy 1022. This is time.
Okay, we have Captain Mike Hager, Troop A Commander. This is in regards to Corporal Clayton McDonald, Captain Hager. One thing that the board noticed in the OPS interview was a question in regards to, he mentions that nobody ever discussed with him the pursuit on October 3rd or October 4th as far as critique. Captain, are you aware if that was done, sit down with Corporal McDonald on this particular incident, or?
I would have to ask the sergeant about that specifically. We had a casual conversation about it, not formally to the best of my memory.
Okay.
I was under the impression that question with OPS was about anything prior to those, or to that pursuit, as far as that he'd never been questioned or counseled about.
Well, I think he did allude to the board that yes, he did not, receive feedback on those others as well.
Yeah, that's incorrect.
Okay.
And we actually had more than one conversation with Clayton about the one pursuit specifically that comes to mind, where he was going down, I believe it's Fair Park, parallels University, and extremely.
Yeah, I think I remember.
You remember that one? And it's, he was very high rate of speed going down a narrow 2-lane road. We called Clayton in and talked to him about that. At that time, I gave him a letter of warning on that particular pursuit. After council was Major Foster on it, and we specifically explained to Clayton, we showed him the video, and told him, said that, you know, it was 3:30 in the afternoon. Their neighbors' kids in the yards, you can see them. He's well in excess of well over 100 going down the city street, and we explained to Clayton in that particular video or that particular pursuit, it's like, we're not talking about you losing your job if the kid steps out or someone backs out of the driveway. It's like, we're talking about you going to prison, literally going to prison in this, you know, day and age. And he, I mean, it was driven home as myself and Lieutenant Sheeler, of course, you know, Clayton's on SWAT. And he, you know, and Jeff told him, he said, that's concerning because I got to know that you're capable of making good decisions on the team. It's concerning that you would make a decision like that in a pursuit. And we have to know that you get it. We have to understand, or know that you understand. And he was very apologetic after that, seemed to be remorseful, saying, you know, it's one of those classic things, which we've all done. Again, benefit of the doubt that hindsight, go back, you watch it, like, oh man, yeah, I got caught up in the moment, whatever. So, but there was that formal counseling session with us in Clayton, and there's been multiple between his sergeant and I know Lieutenant Sheeler's had several conversations with him as it relates to issues, you know, within highway patrol versus how that could correlate with SWAT and the problems that might create. So, and on this particular pursuit, he was notified that, the two back-to-back on October 3rd and 4th, he was notified that there would be a ASP 50 down on those. So I never had a counseling session with him on that because we did the 50, but I know his, and I can't remember if it was Bobby or, no, it was AJ. AJ had, or Sergeant Johnson had a conversation with him on that, on those two, and just told him, he's like, you know, this is a problem. And and Clayton offered up his reasoning behind why he did what he did. And and Sergeant Johnson called me and basically said, I've talked to him, and I just told him that in light of the video and in light of, or the two videos, and with, you know, previous history that you've had plus the letter of warning, so I don't see any way that there's not going to be a 50 filed on this. He said, you know, and anyway, have y'all talked to Sergeant Johnson?
No, sir, we haven't. We've talked to Clayton and, of course, you. And one question he did have, Captain Hager, that form that you have there in front of you, and this is more to provide him feedback. I think Major Hubbard can sit down with Captain Rhodes and just get him those clarification. He asked about, on that form, I think it was line 17 maybe, if there's an asterisk.
This minute, and then you want to know what this column is.
I've never
Or
seen
line
this.
21.
I didn't know we had this.
Okay.
I don't know if OPS, have y'all seen that? I've never
So this
seen
is
before.
nothing that you, Troop A generated?
No, sir, I've never seen
Okay.
it before. I would love to have this on all of our pursuits. I've never seen it.
Okay, well, Major Hubbard, that'll be an OPS generated form.
Okay.
If you'll let Clayton know that we have no idea what that means.
I'll get with OPS on that.
Okay,
The only thing I could think of on that one, July of 18, the speeds, my guess would be that's the one I wrote him a letter of warning on.
okay.
But that's, again, that's just a guess. I can go pull that and see, but
And it may be in this file, Captain Hager.
the letter of warning should be on ASP letterhead, I think.
Yeah, it's a line. see,
That's Nathan.
July 16.
That's, yeah, no, it's Nathan. Unless Clayton's system having.
Something we had to crash with.
I don't think so. Oh, no, it wouldn't have been. The crash was, you talking about where Clayton hit the lady and ran the stop sign? No, sir. That one, there was never any house beats.
It was just a residential area.
Yes.
For a VCAT.
Right. Well, no, he wasn't on VCAT then. He was actually,
Responding to a VCAT call from Rockaway.
he was responding,
But a fingerprint scanner.
yes, he was
or
going
something.
to take a fingerprint scan. Right.
Good.
Is it not in there?
I don't see it.
I can, my laptop's right outside. If you want me to grab it, I would have it on there.
No,
And that's just a guess, but the letter of warning that I written, I would say that's close.
okay.
December of 18.
That's a good help, so, because we thought maybe the form had been generated by Troop A. Major Hubbard just will do follow-up just to make
Okay.
sure we give Clayton clarification on his
Right.
questions. You provided a good amount of insight for us. Again, we're trying to keep things within a time constraint.
Sure.
Anything else, Mike, that you think may?
You know, I always feel I need to tell you, Clayton is a top shelf trooper. He's a meat eater. He's got a lot more positive than negative attributes. Unfortunately, if he has an Achilles heel, it's driving, and he's that guy that he gets locked in on he's like a heat seeking missile. He gets locked in, and he struggles with being able to rein that in. I mean, he's a gotta get him, and 90 times out of 100, that's an awesome virtue to have as a cop. Unfortunately, when it comes to driving, it's his downfall. But
I think
he's
that-
had trouble.
That drive, is, he played football forever, and
Right.
he's on that offensive line or defensive
Right.
line, and he's gonna get that guy, and I think that's
Right.
part of what, like you say, is a positive, but also in this particular area, it's a negative.
Yeah, but he's a great guy, does a great job, and unfortunately, yeah, that's an issue. And if you can find out who does those, that's awesome.
Mike, thank you for your input.
Yes, sir, thank you.